Hello everybody, this is Pixelissa. We are back with another episode of Strange Antiquities. It's been a while since we played, so we're gonna see if my brain still works. Okay. We're on day 8. Alright. I decided to use my mouse this time around. I was using my controller before. We're gonna do with the mouse, because I'm feeling kind of lazy, so I don't want to have to think about crap. Okay, we are loading. Hello. It'll be a minute. Okay. I don't have the best computer, so sometimes it takes a while. As his mind roiled in confusion, he watched through his remaining good eye as his partner lunged toward the satchel that contained the casket. To his horror, he saw that his partner's eyes were black. Okay, that's not great. Okay, let's see. What are we making now? Okay. Let's see. Alright, so we're looking for something shaped like that. Obviously we need to use our map. Let's put this up here for right now. And that. Okay. Okay, we have new people. Alright, let's see. We need our map. Here's one of Undermere. We'll see if this matches anything. I don't think it will. I think we need to go to our other map. What? Okay. Now, Friday, a small hushed sanctuary of ancient mossy woods, a small hushed sanctuary of ancient forest, lush moss clings at every surface. Something about the dense green makes it feel like it's hiding a secret, but I find nothing. Oh, I accidentally went someplace I didn't. Okay. How do I undo this? Okay. I guess I gotta use my controller, because I don't know how to undo this without it. Well, okay, let's go down. We want our other map for the catacombs. Why do we have a map for the catacombs? Okay, I guess this is the map. No, yeah, we can put this away. Whatever. Well, it looks like a decent map. Okay. Alright. So we're looking for something that's shaped like that? Is this it? No. Excuse you. Where's my card? That looks like it. I feel like this is it. Let's go. Aha! We found it. I squeezed through a partially collapsed passageway and emerged in a small chamber. Glinting in the flickering torchlight, I caught sight of a pendant draped across an old gravestone. Okay. What did we find? Alright, look at that. found something new. We have to put it with the pendants. We are running out of room. I guess we can put you over here. Okay. Let's see what we got in terms of customers. Wait, where's our cat? Where's Jupiter? My awakening ceremony takes place at the convent tomorrow. I will need a talon. Amphesian talon. Where is Jupiter? I don't see him. Okay. An Amphesian talon. No, that's not what we want. Gemstones. Like I said, it's been a bit. Okay. Let's go here. Amphesian talon. The League of the Ephesian Heart uses these items as part of its grim initiation rite. They guard their secrets closely, but it is said that they worship the ancient nameless gods, communing with them via the broken path. Acolytes must press the tip of a talon hard against their cheekbone to the point of drawing blood. They perform this act nightly for 49 days, 7 sevens, after which the scar will forever mark them. Okay. Alright. It doesn't say what Amphesian talons are supposed to look like. Let's put the map away. It's distracting me here. Okay. I need an Amphesian talon. Obviously, it's gotta be sharp. That's not an Amphesian talon. That doesn't look sharp either. That does. No, I wanted to inspect it. Okay, let's come down here. Okay. No, come here. I forgot how to... Color and... Are they real severed fingers? Surely not. Leathery. I have nothing to remark. It makes me feel uneasy. I don't like it. Okay. Well, that doesn't tell me much. I wonder if one of the other books will help me. Let's see. This one? Hermetic Symbology. Let's see. It doesn't say. Fear, it doesn't... Just got some snakes on it? I don't know. I feel like this is the best item. Okay, yeah. The shape of the nail tip matches the scarring on the cheek of the person in the sketch. That's a good point. Morgan's folly can be revealed to induce a trance-like state in anyone who casts their eye upon it, making them open to suggestibility. Caution should be taken against unwittingly looking upon the hidden symbol for too long. Okay. Okay, there you go. But seriously, where's my cat? I don't know. Where's Jupiter today? I always look forward to coming in to say hello to him. Me too. I've been working my way through the journal, but it's heavy going. I keep coming back to this series of sketches. Does it mean anything to you? Could it relate to the plinths? Okay. Where's the amphibian's talon? Oh wait. Let's go down. We'll write the name of it. Okay. Yeah. Talon. Icon. I'll figure out what icon to put on it later. And we gotta look at these. What are these? Huh. We'll put you right there. Alright, we'll see what's going on with this person. Hello, Bonnie. I've come back for Corvin's Might, and I'm not taking no for an answer this time. Okay. I want a Corvin's Might. Either you give it to me or you never see your cat again. Take it to the woods behind Calgarth. Are you kidding me right now? Fine. God, lady. Corvin's Might. Sometimes called an eagle gift, is an assassin's tool that makes use of Wixic power. When the warrior queen Corvin was surrounded and close to defeat, a gift came to her from an unlikely source. With it, she turned the tide of battle, and the legend of the Bloody Queen was born. Okay. Jeez. Lady. Okay. What do we... Good lord. And we have to take it to the woods behind Calgarth? Alright, let's go. Alright, you can go here. Where's the Undermere map? Is that it? No. Nope. Okay. The woods behind where? Calgarth. No, open. Where is Calgarth? Hall 25. Alright. Let's get the old controller out. What? What are you doing? Move. Move this. Alright. Why did I keep hitting B? This is really irritating. Alright, I guess we're going here. That's close enough, says a voice from the shadows. Give me the Corvin's mite and I'll return your cat. I peer into the gloom, but I can't see anyone amongst the trees. I hesitate. I should give her what she wants, but then again, I am a thaumaturge. I don't always have to do what people want. Perhaps there is a better way to find out where Jupiter is. Or just give it to her, for God's sake. There. She knows what she wants. Design of the item. Okay, whatever. I place Corvin's mite on the floor and step back. As I'm instructed and true to her word, the woman reveals where I can find Jupiter. Your cat is aboard the Merry Bell. He has come to no harm. Ah, what a pain. Okay. Okay, let's type the name. Might. Alright. Wait. Nope. Alright. We're looking for the Wixix symbol. That one right there. Okay. Let's see. Let's find it. I believe that's the one. Okay. Alright, let's put it up here. There you are, right there. Okay. Oh shoot. Well, he thinks he's been controlled. Okay. Alright, let's see what it says. Okay, I think I've been cursed. 2 weeks ago, I was quietly minding my own business in the guilty ram when a stranger came up to me. He handed me a book titled The Changes of Dr. Learmonth before leaving. Something about it intrigued me enough to take it home with me. Ever since I read the first page, I've been having terrible nightmares, and they're getting worse. I spoke to Dr. Robertson, and she sent me here. Okay, so he's having terrible nightmares? Let's see. You can go right here. Nightmares, huh? What's that? Moonstone for the banishment of Hobsphere and Noctic Sight? I don't know what that means. Let's see. What should I give this person? Okay, I don't know what to do for this person. It's been a while since I've played. Cosmic Purifier? A small topaz gemstone known as the Eye. Its place is usually small tokens. Search. Okay, no. It's a diverging hook. It's a way to carve thoughts from the mind of another if done. Nope. Elva Stone. Okay. A zero key. Nope. Evocant. Eye of Cernunnos. Gray's Grace. Guise of Lillian. Hearing Charm. Heart Chamber. Base. Holgen Grim. Horn Shackle. Hunter's Boon. Used to reverse the effects of a Blackheart curse. A skilled hand is curse. Ossic Ring. Residence compass will point towards nearby the only objects that can be. Nope. A meter. There. Selenic Totem. Sextrum. Shadow Hold. Shield Charm. Shimmer. There's a calm rage in the face of the unimaginable horrors of battle. Shin, these common items are made. They begin as but with the help of nope. Silent Breath, Scythian Charm, Sleep Vessel are said to represent. They help people stay awake beyond it. Nope. Stay away from spirit eyes. Nope. Nope. Store the power of. Nope. Veiled Fen is brightly colored, but it kind of or Witch's Finger. Nope. Nope. What do I give this guy? What about Dreams Nightmare? No, stop it. What the heck? Thank you. What's a restful mether? Nope. Nightmares. A sleep vessel. 6. They help people stay. No. What about just dreams? Let's see. Or curses. Cursic Peter. Lamb Siphon. Used to reverse the effects of a Black Heart Curse. I don't think that's the right one. Let's try the other one. Cussack. Okay. Where's a Cussack piece of fire? What I'm trying to say. We all know what I'm trying to say. Purifier. Will that work? Nope. This one? No. Okay. I don't... Let's see. Let's see. I don't know what to do for this person. I don't... Let's look through the book some more. Is a receptacle commonly a memento mori? I don't think that's what we need. These items cause mental fog. I don't think we want that. They can cause whites of the eyes to turn black. Nope. Not looking for that shit. We got that one dealt with. We definitely don't want that. Okay. A bones guard. A small item known as a bones guard can be placed in any liquid to render it safe. Okay. Got that. I misspelled that. I'm gonna have to go back. We already tried that. That didn't work. Siren Ward. Nope. What does this one do again? Hob Sphere and Noctic Sight. A comforting guardian. Okay. Let's investigate this. Light pink gemstone. Gold. Warm and smooth. I have nothing to remark. Well, we'll try the cat. Okay. What about that? Alright. Features a moonstone. A cat can be considered a comforting guardian. Got it. Okay. There you go. Let's see. We will name it. Okay. Let's see. I want that capitalized, you jerk. Okay, fine. Whatever. Color. Sure. That works. Shape. Icon. There's a moon one around here somewhere. There we go. Here we go, kitty. Up here. Alright. Verona Green. There's not much that can unsettle me these days, but I found something at Colgarth Hall, and rather I hadn't. In the ceiling where they found those two poor girls, I came across a bubbling black mess that was oozing from the rock itself. Seems there's a sickness in Undermere. And it's in the earth and the water, and it's spreading. Suppose it falls to me to find out where it's coming from. If it's underground, then underground's where I'll start. See if I can find anything in the catacombs. I realize now that I've been a little careless. I've been getting headaches. I won't go into the catacombs without a sextrum. Okay. Let's find out what a sextrum is. Elemento. Where are we? What? Right there. Protects against insanity and all its forms. These items, like the mind itself, are not well understood. Okay. Let's see. What's this? I have nothing to remark. Nothing to remark. Hard. Some kind of green organic material. I don't think that's it. Up here. It has to do with the mind? Maybe we should look at the symbology book. Okay. Of the night, of the mind, Mentic, I don't. We need insanity. That's a symbol. Aha. Is that it? That's it. Okay. Alright, let's see. And we're closed. We can look at that puzzle now. That's not what I wanted to do. Come down here. Alright. Okay, we'll type the name. Oh. No. Here we go. Alright. Shape. I like that shape. Color. Here we go. Okay. We could use that. One. Okay. We'll put this back. I gotta rewrite this because I misspelled the name. Okay. I don't like that. Alright. There we go. Alright. Let's see. We have a puzzle. Okay, so I have no idea what I'm supposed to do with this. Okay. I don't know. I don't know what to do here. These are wavy lines. What am I... I don't know what to do here. Right. Where? I don't know what to do. There's a thing missing. What am I supposed to find here? I don't know. Alright. What's this? Wait. Okay. Thalamic objects produce a field of sorts, although invisible to the naked eye, they can be observed. Okay. Cool, but... Okay. Well, we don't have it. We don't have that last piece. I can only assume that it will come to us at some point throughout the course of our work. So, yeah. Let's just go. He tried to use the diverging hook on his partner as he had done on himself, but he could find no part of him that had not been taken over by the infection. His partner's hands ripped at the satchel, tearing it open and sending the black casket tumbling out. Okay. Alright, let's see what we got here. It's a cross. That seems fairly straightforward. Below a moon that does not shine, there is no mark upon my shrine. In the dark, but not alone, my neighbor bears a cross of stone. Okay. Alright, so we are going to need this map. Okay. Below a moon that does not shine. So it's here. High Green Church. Is there a cemetery near here? What does it say? Neighbor bears a cross of stone. Alright. There's a cross. I don't think there's any other cross on here. I'm not seeing one. My neighbor bears a cross of stone. Okay. Maybe it's not this. Let's try another map. I don't see a moon anywhere, and I think that's a fairly... Below a moon that does not shine. My neighbor is has a cross of stone. Okay. Neighbor bears a cross of stone.
Newman. No. Expert.
Okay. It's directly below this. Is that it? Yeah, okay. I find the blank tombstone without too much trouble, but there's nothing else here. Feeling foolish, I begin to make my way back to the surface when suddenly I see it tucked away in a natural crack in the rock wall, a stone totem. This is what I came for. Okay. Okay, that's rather strange looking. Right, let's see, we got a new little friend. Where are we gonna put you? We'll put you here. You fit right in. Okay. There's a spider there. Is that part of the clock? No. Where's my cat? Where is my cat? I've traveled a long way searching for an eye of the forest. I have read stories of the drear of old who would hunt in partnership with an eagle, seeing what they see soaring on the wind. I intend to rekindle this lost custom. Perhaps you know something about it? Okay. Let's put you away. Eye of Cernunnos. Known as the Eyes of the Forest, these ancient artifacts enable one to enter the minds of lesser creatures. It is alleged that Cernunnos himself wielded an eye. Eyes of Cernunnos are hard to come by. They are powerful and should not be used carelessly. Alright. Okay, there's not a picture of it. There's other pictures of Cernunnos in here. Yeah, see, look, he's got a staff here. So let's look around. Is that it? It looks like the staff. Yeah, okay. Okay. Cool. Let's, deal with this guy. Let's see. We'll make it green. Eye of... Is that right? Did I spell that right? No, I got those mixed up. There we go. Let's see. We'll put here. Okay. And we'll put you up here. We'll see who's next. Where is my cat? Okay. I was expecting to talk with Verona Green this morning, but she wasn't at home. Oh, sorry. Unusual for her. I hope she's okay. If you can spare the time, we'd appreciate the help. There's something unusual in our house. You can't miss us. We're the only detached house on Ruskin. Warmest regards, Mr. R. Bream. Okay. Right, apparently we have to go get our cat. What a jerk. There we go. Where are we supposed to find this? The Mary Bell, 23. No, stop it. Don't be stupid. No, here, we're going to the Mary Bell. The Mary Bell is an old paddle steamer that hasn't been in working condition for many years. There's nobody aboard, or Nobody that I can see, at least, so I climb over the railing and start peering through grimy windows. As I approach the far side of the boat, I hear a desperate crying coming from behind a windowless door. I try the handle, and it opens to reveal an unimpressed cat with mismatched eyes, Jupiter. He springs from his prison into my arms. I hold him tight to my chest, and he rubs my chin with the back of his head, purring with delight. You're back! There you go. What does this say? Let's bring it. Help, there's something. You can't miss us. We're the only detached house on Ruskin. Mr. Brain, where's Ruskin? Here, let's put this here. Ruskin? Let's see. Ruskin Street, I'm assuming. The only detached house. I am greeted by a tired-looking middle-aged woman who immediately offers me tea. I gratefully accept and join the social ritual. Before we meander toward the point of my visit, she leads me up the stairs and into the attic. A single small window does little to dispel the gloom, but our eyes slowly adjust when we hear voices. At first I think it's the house creaking in the wind. Soft murmuring groans seem to come from the walls themselves, but then I start to feel as though conversation's having too quiet to make any sense of. Okay. There's some sort of ghost here, it sounds like. It sounds like they're making a lot of emphasis on the conversation. We need a hearing charm? Okay, let's try that. With the hearing charm, I suddenly find myself able to pick up every small sound without difficulty. The whispered voices become clearer and my heart beats faster as I hear what they're saying. They're discussing a section of the wall where some of the bricks are loose. Carefully, I pull them away to reveal a small cavity inside. To my horror is a human skull, its dark eyes staring lifelessly back at me. At the insistence of the voices, I reach inside the cavity and my hand closes around an unusual-looking item. Immediately, the voices fall silent and my heightened senses are left with a whooshing drumbeat of the blood being pumped around my body. Okay, we've got a new item. It looks like another type of amulet. Maybe we'll put you over here. There's a bit of room. Okay. Now then, let's pet Jupiter. And we'll do this. Grenville Pierce. My father's sword has a space in the hilt where a shimmer should go, but he sold it to buy whiskey a long time ago. For whatever reason, he never did sell the sword itself. I want to restore it to its former glory. So he wants a shimmer. We read about those. They're gemstones that, you've done that. Gemstones that give courage? It's kind of a simplified way of saying it. Let's see. Right there. These belong to a series of objects that were designed to slot into armor or weaponry. They induce calm rage in the face of the unimaginable horrors of battle, allowing the bearer to stay one step ahead. The Knight of Thorns famously wore a shimmer on his chestplate, but it didn't save him from being slain in the Battle of Souther Fell in 1356. Okay, gemstones. We're looking for a gemstone. Let's go over here. What do we have that isn't marked that would fit this particular description? Okay. Well, I have nothing to remark. Nothing to remark. Nope. My neighbor's dog. No. Okay. No. Leathery. Nope. I don't know what a shimmer is. Let's see. Nothing to remark. God, that dog is annoying. Nothing to remark. Iron. Black gemstone. Green gemstone. Weathered. That does look like it could fit into something. You see the... Let's try it. Okay. The pendant would fit into the slot shown in the sketch. The topaz and obsidian gemstones hint at calm rage, whereas the malachite suggests foresight or staying one step ahead. Got it. Okay. Let's see. Right, this is a shimmer. Cool. That'll work. Oh, let's try this one. Let's see. What kind of icon do we want to put on this? Okay. Quiet rage. Foresight. That could work. Anything about anger in here? No. We'll go with the eyeball. That'll work, I think. Because it mentions staying one step ahead. So we'll eyeball that thing up. Okay. Freddie Lamb. I work at the steel mill in Keswick, and I don't think there's one of us who hasn't suffered a nasty burn. Do you have anything that can protect against that sort of thing? Okay. We want something that protects against a burn, huh? Let's see. We want to see if there's anything that protects against fire. I would think, right? Siren Ward. Made from basilisk scales, a material known to endure intense heat, these unique objects can permit the bearer to withstand fire and flame and remain unharmed. They do not, however, offer protection against the deadly basilisk. Okay. I feel like I have a pretty good idea of what that is. We have not got a lot of things that seem to be made out of skin. This one. Yeah, it says it's leathery. I have nothing to remark. Yeah, this is the leatheriest thing we have. We'll put that there and see if that works. Yep, there we go. Okay. First I want to look up the symbol for fire. Thanks, my wife will be relieved. I found this down the side of the counter just now while I was waiting. Don't know if it's anything important or not. Okay. Yes, I need that. Alright, now what do we do? Okay, we got a new device. Okay. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna look up fire. heat, and that might work. Fire is just a triangle. Yeah, okay. Let's see. We'll put you there, and you there. We'll go up here. Okay. No. Okay, this is a serene ward. Sounds like a name. And then we'll put the fire symbol there. This one right here. We'll make it red. And we'll go with this shape. And break done. I'll do that puzzle when the day's over. Audrey Bell. Sorry about that. My mom needed something. Okay, let's read this dialogue. Okay. Where were we? Judgment is coming. We worship the warrior not out of love, but because he is powerful. Because he demands our fear. What use is a god that you are not afraid of? Those of us who have read Holgar's teachings have known about the prophecy for a long time. And now the casket will finally be opened. It contains his final lesson for those who will not kneel. It contains his retribution against the sinful. It contains his divine rage. My preparations are underway to celebrate his wrath and prove our devotion. For now, a veiled fen is all I require. Okay, crazy lady. Don't roll your eyes at me. No. Okay, let's see if we can... We're probably gonna cause the apocalypse. Whatever. Veiled fen is a brightly colored in the light, but it clouds over after a short period in total darkness. They can be used to command attention from individuals or small groups of people. Public speakers sometimes use them as a substitute for charisma. Ah, great. Brightly colored in the light. Okay. I'm not sure how we're testing that. No. It doesn't say anything about stone. Those have all been identified. Is there any other clues? Let's see. A veiled fen is brightly colored in the light, but it clouds over after a short period in total darkness. Sure wish the neighbor would do something about that dog. Oof, annoying. Brightly colored in the light. Let's just examine this. There's green marble, cool and smooth. Nothing to remark. How do we put it in darkness? I mean, I don't know how to do that. Okay. Guess that makes sense. Okay. It's the end of the day, and it sounds like it's time to do that puzzle. Fun. I like the idea of a darker green. Sure, why not? Now then, object proves field of sorts. Okay. So the first object needs to make that pattern? No. How am I gonna figure out which objects meet those patterns? I'd be here all day. I don't know. Okay. Let's start looking, I guess. No. Hey, what did you do? Don't do that. Gemstones, their thematic properties. Oh, that's useful. Yeah, is that important? This part right here? Malachite? Let's see. So a green stone might be number one. Let's look. No, that doesn't look like the right pattern. Is it the eyeball? Let's check. Looks like it. Okay. Okay. That looks interesting. Let's look at this one. We're looking for something that looks like a triskelion sort of pattern. Sort of it grows on Vivianite, dark blue green. I don't think that's right. Onyx, sort of night and darkness. There are some fair and some who are seduced by it. Let's see. Moonstone. That might be it. Let's try the moonstone. Wouldn't that be the Moonstar Guardian? Let's try it. Okay. That's not what we want to do. We want to do this. I think that might be it. We can try it. Is there any other moonstone-y type things? Or maybe the tenebral? No. That looks more like the right one. Let's move this. Okay, and then we need one that does that. Okay. We're looking for dark stone for dark purposes. I don't think that's it. Amethyst, a stone of containment. That looks more like waves on a sound thing. Let's see. Let's move you here. Let's try this guy. No, that's very different than what I'm looking for. Let's come up here. What about this guy? That... Is that it? No. I feel like those two are correct, maybe. I just need the right one for the first one. Let's try this guy. No. Maybe. What about the owl? No, that's not right. This guy? That looks like this. Okay, we'll put you here. We just need the right spiral. Like... What about this guy? No, that's not the right one. It needs to be a spiral. Are there any other green necklaces here? What about this guy? Yeah, that... is... Oh yeah, I forgot about these guys. Let's try... Here. Let's go back down. Try this. Nope. Everything's gonna be all messed up by the time I'm done. That looks right. Oh, I did it! Oh, we got a new thing. Okay. Okay, so we've done this. Let's put it away. We'll put this stuff away too. Alright. Alright, you go here. You go there. You go here. Let's go over this way. You... Alright. And you go here. Is everybody put away where they belong? Everyone but you. Where do we want you? Alright, I think that's good in terms of organization. I'll put you over here with your friend. And you can go here, I guess. Alright, I think we're done for today. Alright. The two men fought as the heavens opened and lightning flashed across the night. One man wrested the casket from the other's grasp and leaped astride his horse, galloping off into the cold, wet darkness. Alright, let's see. Alright. Okay. That just looks like 3 different houses. Okay, gotta pet Jupiter. And it's stormy. Alright, we gotta find the different houses. Where is the top? If we find the top one. That will be a start. Where do we put this? Where's the house? I'm trying to figure out which one we should try to locate. I'm struggling a bit. Nope. I'm trying to find something that looks familiar in the picture. I'm struggling a bit. That sort of looks like that. And that looks like the top one. And that looks like the bottom one. Is it here? I'm wasting my time here. Okay. No, let's try again. So... would that be the one? Let's try it. There we go. I just got the wrong spot. When I drew back the curtain, I am unable to control... When I draw back the curtain, I am unable to control my exclamation of horror. Behind the dark red velvet is a silent, squirming, seething mass of eyes, all shiny and wet and alive. Fear takes hold before my mind catches up and I understand what I'm looking at. And when I do, I realize that it is looking right back at me. Oh, lovely. The object I'm looking for sits on a small shelf below, and the eyes watch as I snatch it and get out of there as fast as I can. Okay. That's not the sort of thing you want to see in an abandoned house. Maybe you go down here? Okay. Sarah Barrington. We think we finally located the wreck of the Orion out in the lake. Sadly, our funding has run out, and we can't afford expensive diving equipment. Oh, you probably want... But we put our heads together and wondered if there was another way. You're our last hope. Okay. So we want something that helps you breathe underwater, I'm assuming. Let's put you right there. Breath. An ASIS allows the bearer to breathe underwater. The sensation is said to be the most unusual since it requires one not to breathe at all. Those that use an ASIS for extended periods sometimes forget to breathe once they are back on dry land and subsequently pass out. The core of the item is cold to the touch, but the ring, sometimes called the halo, stays warm. Okay. Let's see. Breathing. I have nothing to remark. Nothing. Cool to the touch. But I'm not seeing anything I would describe as a halo. Let's see. That's cool and smooth, but that's surprisingly warm. Okay. Nothing to remark. Pearlescent blue iron. Well, that seemed like it makes sense. There we go. The item has a ring. Closer inspection reveals the ring is warm, whereas the rest of the item is cold. Okay. There we go. Oh, make it blue. ASCUS. Okay. That's for the icon. Let's see. Of the night, of the mind, of the earth, of the moon. No. Confusion, fear, foresight, fortune. Air. There's something more appropriate. Cold rain. So I guess, air is the best one to go with. This one? Since it does breathing shit? Okay, there. Rowena Hardwick. I am close, but I need more power. I need St. Cedric's thunder, and quickly while this storm's raging. Okay, so she knows exactly what she needs. That helps a lot. Let's see. St. Cedric's thunder. St. Cedric's thunder is used to store the power of a single thunderclap. Alchemists have been trying to harness its power for centuries, and there are rumors that some have indeed successfully used it to transmute base metals into gold. They are placed on the tops of mountains to charge them during storms. Gemstones can be used to prevent the charge from waning over time. Okay. But it doesn't say what... Well... Thunder. Let's see if there's a symbol that would be useful in determining what we're looking for. I don't... Rain, thunder. Ah, there we go. That's a symbol. What has that symbol? Let's see. Anything over here? Not really seeing it. Let's try on the other side. No. No. Oh, there it is. That must be it. There we go. Symbol of thunder appears on the clasp. Amethyst gemstone, stones of containment can be used to prevent the charge waning. And we got that. Okay, let's label this bad boy. Color. Sure, that'll work. Okay. Not even letting me capitalize. There we go. Okay. Shape. I like that shape. Icon. Put the icon for thunder on it. Which is where exactly? I probably missed it. Here? There it is. There we go. Francesca Robertson. I've been trying to get a hold of an Umbra. Before she vanished, Verona said it might have something to do with my patients. It almost slipped my mind, but then I remembered that there's one right here in Strange Antiquities. Eli told me himself he keeps it locked behind ethereal key. Okay, and how am I supposed to do that if it's locked behind the key? I don't know how to open that. What do I do with that? Alright, well let's look up the Umbra first and foremost. These items cause a mental fog, withering of intellect and thought. They are slow to work, requiring several hours to have any effect. Through prolonged use, they can cause the whites of the ice to turn black. Okay. Ethereal key. Do I have an entry for an ethereal key? Yes. An ethereal key is designed to be hidden from prying eyes. When activated by moving the object in a circular motion, the key is revealed by its gemstone of light. There are rare items that are not generally known about outside of ophthalmic circles. Gemstones of the night power the concealment charm. We're looking for gemstones of night. Okay, let's see. Stop it. Dark green, dark aquamarine, dark calming stone, dark green, blue, I don't think that's it. Stone of fire and fury, onyx. Stone of night and darkness. Okay, so that's onyx, but it's a hearing charm. We already know what that is. Okay. That has onyx on it. Move it in a circle. Aha! There we go. Come here, you. Okay. And now we gotta find the Umbra. Okay. First off, ethereal key. That's not how that word is spelled. Okay. Color, dark, shape, icon. What's the icon for day or night? Item where? Alright. Poison, strength, truth, weakness, hypnosis, fortune, deception. That might work, since it was hidden. Or protection. Of the day, of the night. So we could use either of those symbols. Sure, that'll work. Okay. Let's put that back. What are we looking for again? Shit. Umbra, right, okay. Mental fog, withering of intellect. What do I need to know about Noctic fields? Is there a stone for like insanity? Okay. I don't... Okay, so we've got this open. Now what? Let's start here, I guess. No. I don't... We'll put this guy back. We're looking for... Is there a symbol? It doesn't have a symbol on it. Yeah, this is the one we want. Paralysis, fear, deception, confusion. Is that a symbol on one of these things? Let's bring this guy down here. Yeah, he has the confusion symbol. Is that the right symbol? Looks like it to me. Let's try it. Item has a symbol of confusion across his face, which matches the description of causing mental fog. It produces an octave field when viewed in a thermic lens. Okay. Does it? What symbol? Okay, cool. We got that. Let's come down here. What? Okay. Yeah. Alright. Let's mark this guy up. Alright. Umbra. Color. Shape. Icon. We'll obviously go with the one for confusion. Where are you at? Let's see. That seems to be it. Okay. We'll put this guy back where he belongs. I'm sure I'm about to get fired, but frankly, I don't give a crapola. Okay. Barton Potter. I don't even know where to start. I think someone tried to kill me yesterday. She had a damned Corvin's might. I'm lucky that she didn't know what she was doing, but even so, it was a close thing. The hex grazed past my face and did this to my hair. I suppose it's only a matter of time before I created an enemy for myself. I'm going to need to watch my back. There's an object that I can use to warn of imminent danger, isn't there? Alright. You can go back. Right now. Let's just do this. Danger. 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 Silent breath. Silent breath contains this. The item will retain danger before it arrives. That might be a good one. But let's look at the other one. Spirit Vault. No, I think he wants, this. The item features, yeah, we already know what that guy is. Okay. Peter Leland. They found some poor soul washed up on the lakeshore. An older lady by the sound of it. Oh no! Drowned. But that's not the worst of it. Her eyes were all black, just like those others. I'm not taking any chances with the water around here. I'll take a bones guard. That better not be Verona. I will be sincerely upset if we lose Verona. Small item known as a bones guard can be placed in any liquid to render it safe to drink. King Cedric bear the mark of the antidote. Okay. That should be easy to do. There we go. We're looking for the mark of the antidote. Poison. fortune. Where's the... What does that look like? What's the mark of the antidote? I don't see anything that's referred to as the mark of the antidote. Potassium, soap, oil, ashes, tallow, vinegar, wax, verdigris. Protection, strength, truth. I don't... Here. Let's see. Get in there. Let's look in there. Antidote. What is the mark of the antidote? Is it in this picture? A small bone thing with a mark of antidote on it. Let's see. Is there some sort of small bony thing? I'm gonna have to go with that description since I can't find anything that bears the mark of the antidote. It's made out of bone? Tin. Raised detailing. No. Mark of the antidote. What does that even look like? I don't know. Let's try again. Is there something that seems like it would be part of the mark of the antidote? Dark blue gem. Stone of strength. It doesn't say anything about gemstone, but I don't know. We could always look. Wouldn't the mark of the antidote... Let's look at it. No, here. So, poison... Would that be it? Would it be like the poison mark? Because that's poison, but like... That's basically what we're asking about. This guy has that. Is that what he is? Okay. Symbol resembles a symbol for poison rendered upside down with a line under it. It can be inferred that this is the mark of the antidote. Okay, yeah. So that makes sense. I'm afraid I can't pay you, but I can offer a trade if you'll accept it. Sure. Hand. Okay, cool. Because Lord knows we don't have enough creepy hands in this shop. Alright, you go there. I need to put you guys on a bigger shelf. Apparently there's a lot of creepy hands. Up there, you go up there, you go up there, you can come down here, so can you, and you go up there. You go down here. I guess you can go there. I don't know where your friend is. Okay, well, you know what? We're just gonna mark this guy. He's a bones guard. He's a cutie. Nope. Okay. Well, I like this green better. Or maybe yellow? Icon, we gotta put the mark of poison thing on him. Which is here. Okay. Alright. Alright, Jupiter. You can go there. Let's end the day. The rider was lucky. He made it to Black Barrow and found refuge there, and was nursed back to health. He would later discover his left eye was permanently blackened like his partner's eyes had been. Oh, well, that guy has a eye patch. I wonder if he's the person in question. Yeah, this is a bit awkward. Okay, it looks like it might be a sun? Yeah, okay, we got a sun. Ta-da! Oh, it's a sun and a moon. To my left, the day. To my right, the night. The last time we had a puzzle like that, it was in the catacombs, so I feel like that's probably where we're headed. Yeah. No, but we can go there from here. Okay. To my left, the day. To my right, the night. That one's pretty easy. Looks like right here. I find the row of 3 tombs in the upper levels of the catacombs. The cool darkness is strangely calming at times down here, and I sit for a while in quiet contemplation. When I rouse from my thoughts, I look down at my feet and find an item there. Had it been there all along? I never noticed it when I sat down. Okay. Oh, he's a cutie. He looks like he's made out of wood. Let's put him up there. Let's put the ethereal key down here. Hi, Jupiter. How you doing? David Schaefer. I've been hearing a worrying rumor about Verona Green. Oh no. They're saying she drowned. Not Verona. Oh, for all our sakes, they're wrong. Damn it. According to family legend, an ancestor of mine hid an item of thaumic significance in his burial chamber. It has never been found, but not for lack of trying. I was tempted to search for it myself until I learned that it was in the catacombs in a place known as the Hollow Shields. Perhaps it's better to leave it to those who know what they're doing. Regards. Hollow Shields, huh? Okay. Come here. We're going back to the catacombs. Hollow Shields? What's this? As I descend further into catacombs, a strange sensation comes over me. Not fear, although fear is mixed with it. Cold clarity. I know at once it is. I've entered an area known as the Depths. Not even Palians can clear the air here. It would be dangerous to continue exploring. Cool. But that's not where I wanted to go. Let's try again. Okay. So, without following their lead. Okay, I need a wandering shroud. Okay. Where's the map for the catacomb? Right here. So we're exploring. No, stop it. We need a wandering shroud. Alright. Where is it? What am I looking for? Let's look here. Wandering Shroud. Where does it say anything about? Shin, Silent Breath, Salvian Charm, Solemn Ether. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Wandering Shroud. Spirit Vault. Also known as a fetid chamber, is a receptacle used to store a wandering shroud. They're not considered dangerous, since shrouds tend to be benign, but on occasion they do take kindly to being restrained. Alright. Spirit vault, so something that has to do with spirits? I don't know. Do we have a spirit vault? It doesn't. Stop it. Stop it. Let me look. Is a spirit vault in here? Spirit vault. Alright, it doesn't say anything about it. Go over here. Without following their lead. Okay, I guess we can wait. I don't know. Whatever. Oh dear, I've done something quite stupid. Yeah, it seems like I went exploring in Heathwood and came across a grave. It was overgrown with dark brambles, so I started to clear them to get a better look at it. It wasn't as careful as I should have been. The thorns were thick and menacing, and I scratched my arm on one of them. I have not felt well since. Please help me. Oh dear. So, here, let's put this away. What do we need? Poison. Let's see. Disease. I don't know. A vesiger? Nope. I don't think that fits. Let's see. We got poison of some kind. Bones Guard, Shadow Hold. I don't think either of those work. I don't really... Oh, curses. Heart of the sufferer feels constricted. The veins stand out darkly on the body. Death will occur. Black heart curse. Okay, so that's what it is? Let's see. Burning blood. Black heart. Lamb siphon. Used to reverse the effects of the black heart curse, a skilled hand is required to perform the procedure, drying the curse from the body over the course of 7 hours. The instrument is made using a dried seed pod. That sounds like this, because it's a thing, right? Yep, that's what we're looking for. The spherical part of the item clearly resembles the seed pod of the sheepsnap plant. And we got another page. Okay, let's, that's a lamb siphon? Alright. Make it nice and green. Matches the color. Size, shape, okay. Alright. There we go. Icon. What sort of icon should we be using here? Is there an icon that means cursing? Let's go down here. Here. Poison, paralysis, strength, calm, confusion, death. Arsenic curses. Anything that has to do with curses. Witch's sign. Sure, we can use that. That works, I guess. Since it's a curse. Where is it? There we go. Done. I've pet Jupiter 30 times. We have a new person. You don't know me, but it's time I introduce myself. I am the curator of the Museum of History here in Undermere. Eli and I have a complicated relationship. Don't all siblings? I don't tend to come by the shop much anymore, but I heard he had left for town for a few days. I wanted to bring him this, but I know he'd only turn me away without even looking at it. Okay. Lord knows we need another amulet. Where are we putting it? Okay. I guess there's room here. Jupiter! Thank goodness you're safe. I was worried about you. I hope my mother is okay too. I've lost count of the amount of gossip I've heard about her misdeeds over the years. The truth is, when she gets stuck into a mystery, she's been known to disappear for days at a time. In the meantime, I believe I found another clue in the journal. The text directly before this is largely illegible, but I was able to make out a reference to the vault of some kind. Okay, let's see. I think this goes down here. 3 resonant objects, lightest first, heaviest last. Okay. We will look at that later. I got a fright when they brought the body of that poor drowned woman to me with those lifeless black eyes. I thought for sure it was for... Oh, it's not, thank God. She does look like her, but we're quite certain it's a lady from Hawkshead who went missing a few days ago. That's one thing I can't get out of my head, though. Why would she try and swim across the lake? And in the meantime, Verona is still missing. I don't like to use stomach needles as a rule, but the circumstances are beyond the rule book. We need answers. Okay. She needs a stomach needle. I'll put you up here for right now. Where are we? Here we go. Stomach needles are controversial items that are rarely used. They can reach into the mind of the recently deceased to give an impression of their thoughts before they died. Curiously, the weight of these tall items decreases when heated. Okay. Stomach needle. Alright, so they get lighter and they're tall. Lighter when heated. That's already been identified. Is there anything tall that... There really aren't a lot of options that fit the description, obviously. This does not look like a needle. This does. Looks like what was described as a needle. Let's see. Okay. Then let's heat it up. Right. It does look like it got lighter. Alright. Clues. It's a tall item. Using my weigh scales and candle, I can confirm that its weight does indeed reduce when heated. Okay. Alright. Nope. Let's see. Yellow? Makes sense, it's gold. Nope, here. There we go. Shape. Icon. Let's see. Death or spirits or something along those lines. Which is not spirituality, rebirth. Nope. Spirits, something about spirits. I'm looking. Life or death. We can put the... Yeah, we'll do the death symbol. That makes the most sense. Okay. Nope. Here we go. The Omega symbol. Kratos. He's gonna come and slap you for messing around with powerful shit. There we go. Audrey Bell. People are afraid, and they're right to be, but it is too late for them. They're of no use to us, but you might be. Prove yourself, perhaps Holgar will deem you worth saving. I require an object to steady my restless congregation and remind them why I am the one to lead us through this turbulent time. They respect strength and power above all else. Morgan's Folly or Fortunance? Let's see. Let's look them. Nope, that's symbols. Okay, Morgan's Folly. Okay, let's try Morgan's Folly first. What does Morgan's Folly do? Translate state? Anyone? Okay. Or Fortunates. Okay. Fortunates can enhance physical strength or restore strength that has been sapped by... whether by exertion or hex. They are made of stone and iron and usually take the form of a small totem. That might be the better option. Stone or iron. The word strength is heavily, yeah, it's highlighted, or, yeah, whatever. They emphasized it quite a lot. So we're looking for that symbol. Let's see. Totem bearing a symbol of strength. This guy. Let's try that. Got it. The item bears a symbol of strength and is made of stone. Okay, Tormund's Bane. Fortunates. Got it. And we want to put the symbol of strength on that bad boy. Which is somewhere around here. Strength. There you are. What color? I like the idea of red. And of course we're going with that shape as it's my favorite. There we go. Thaddeus White. He's the brother of our employer. He's quite handsome, isn't he? Very dashing. Okay. Three resonant objects. What exactly are the three resonant objects, and what exactly are they supposed to be resonating? Okay. This be the thing we're supposed to resonate? I don't know. Okay. Let's see. Resonance. Resonance compass? That sounds like the right thing. It's compass. Resonant objects. Okay, and then we have to weigh them. So we don't need this. Okay. So that guy, we'll put him down here. Is that another one? No. This way? Oh. And this guy? Let's see. Okay. Oof. That worked. I just guess which weighed the most in terms of what they look like. Okay, what are we looking for here? Okay. Now what am I supposed to do? No. I don't know. It looks like I'm supposed to do something with the moon. The quarter moon. I don't know what that means. Am I supposed to look up moon crap? Alright. Okay. Okay. That matches. Okay, so it looks like... Yeah, okay. So we need this one, and this one. Okay. What's this? Okay. What am I supposed to do with that? Okay, well, it looks like we're done. Do I have any other puzzles down here? Nope. That one is done. Okay. Alright, it looks like we're done for today. We're gonna put these guys back. Not there. You go with all the creepy hands. Okay. You can go here, I guess. And you go over here. Super. And you go here. Okay. Where's my resonant compass? You're down there. Okay. I guess you can stay there. And we're gonna end the day. The writer's partner was less fortunate. They found his frozen body a week later. Okay. Sure, we'll go this way. It's a guy's face. I am marked by Jupiter. Okay. Is it in the catacombs? That's Undermere. I don't see anything like that. In the castle? Is it a symbol? Sounds like it's a symbol. What's a symbol for Jupiter? Okay. Jupiter, that one. Okay. Here? There we go. The mark of Jupiter on my map leads me to a square room on the ground floor. Other than an intriguing torn note, there doesn't seem to be anything of interest until I notice that the bookshelf is mounted on a runner and can slide to one side. I push it and it glides easily, revealing a hidden access. Hidden recess wall in the wall behind it. Ugh. Oh, it's the rest of our note, and we got a snake. Oh, it's cute. You can go over here. We are running out of room for all these amulets. Here, I will put you right here. And you get a pet. And you go down here. Because you are the rest of this. The castle vaults are blocked by a diurnal seal. It can be opened by any object made from silver or gold that produces a diurnal field. Okay, we need a diurnal field. Let's look at that. Here. No, we can go over here. You can go right there. What's a diurnal field? So we need... Okay, let me check something. That... Alright, it's a circle and a diamond. Got it. Let me see. Alright. You need to be up here. And we need a diamond. There we go. Okay, so now we need something that produces that symbol? Okay, so silver or gold and produces a diurnal symbol. No. Okay. I don't think that's right. Is it? Yeah, I think that'll work. Let's check it. Gold. Yeah, okay. So let's see what it says. The castle vaults are blocked by a diurnal seal. It can be opened by any object made from silver or gold. Okay. So now, we can go right here. Where's the... Castle vaults. Where are the vaults? The diurnal seal. Side to the vaults. Okay. The vaults are blocked by a large iron door. It has no handle or keyhole and it does not give the slightest when I push. I realize... Yeah, it is. Here. You. Use item. The vaults are blocked by... Yeah, okay. What does it say? The door slides open without a sound, as though it had been kept well-oiled over the years. Behind it, I find a large natural cavern that extends into the rock beneath the castle. Somewhat disappointingly, the walls are lined with racks of whiskey bottles. Okay. The Bishop's Square is a simple tool my great-grandfather's devising, loosely based on Briar's disc. Perhaps he spent... Okay. I don't know what that's about right now. Let's put you up here. You are yet another amulet. Lord knows we don't have enough of those. Oh, it's not an amulet. Here, you go down here. You're in my way. You know, you can go up there. I don't care. You go back up here. You... Whatever. You're right there. Okay. I can't say too much, but it's fallen to me to carry a secret that people will kill for. That people have killed for. It's a lot of weight to carry around in my head. And it's getting harder to bear around certain family members. It occurred to me that it would be safer in an ecumenical. Okay. What in Mars in winter, rising in summer? Okay. You go here. What is an ecumenical? Okay. An ecumenical is a receptacle commonly featuring a memento mori that acts as an aid to recollection. A memory can reside in both the mind and the ecumenical at the same time, and it cannot be stored indefinitely. When a memory has been left for long periods, it can begin to emit unpleasant vapors. An empty ecumenical, on the other hand, is an ominous presence pulling out threads of one mind. A reminder of death. I think we just got one of those, didn't we? Isn't that little skull guy? This gentleman? We don't really have a lot of skulls around here. Nope. Okay. What is that? Maybe we look up the symbol for death? Okay. What's a symbol for death? We had that. Is there a symbol for memory? Deception, fortune. I don't know. Well, it's a container. We don't have a lot of containers around here. We'll try that. Yeah, there we go. There's an hourglass motif on the base, a memento mori. Oh, okay. I didn't know that's what that. On closer inspection, it produces an unpleasant sensation, suggesting it is empty. Okay. Ecumenical. Icon. What's the symbol for death again? I don't know. Is there an hourglass shape in here? I'm not seeing one. But it's not the same. It doesn't mean that. I guess we're going with the omega symbol again. Which I am now struggling to locate. There we are. Sure. Are we supposed to use this for something? It looks like something. Not here. We're supposed to use it here? Okay. Where am I supposed to put this? Where... Is that right? It's the only place where there's symbols that'll fit in here. Okay. Smells and sounds of cooking greet me as I enter the castle kitchens. I feel a little foolish as I try to avoid the cook's glare while following the clues left to me by a mad old man. What was I thinking? I'm not even going to find anything here, and yet on the exact spot where the map leads me there is something. A floorboard that has been cut and replaced. With a little difficulty, I lift it up and feel around in the cavity below before my fingers grasp something hard. Oh, okay. Let's put this cutie over here. That's the bishop square. Okay, so that's not an artifact, it's an item I'm supposed to use. I'll put it there, I guess. Okay. Alright. David Schaefer. People are getting restless. Followers of Holgar had been marching through the streets with their crazed priest at the head. Not long ago, that sort of behavior would have been tolerated and wouldn't have been tolerated in Undermere. Now there are people joining in. In answer to your question, yes, it is possible to capture a wandering shroud. To the north of town, if you follow a little stream up through the woods, you'll come out on a hilltop that was clearly of some ancient significance. It is not uncommon to see wandering shrouds there. Be patient, be still, and they will come. Your friend, Barton. So, what do I do with that? I gotta go to the north of town. Alright. If you follow a little stream up through the woods, you'll come across a hilltop, clearly of some ancient significance. Where's the stream? I don't see a stream. Is that it? Or that? I'm looking for a stream. Here? After a pleasant walk along the... Are you just here? Nope. Okay. What do I need? Wandering shrouds. Shield charm or a spirit vault? Should I use a shield charm? Where's the spirit vault? I don't... Let's see. I don't know. It doesn't take kindly to the spirit vault. Okay, great. Alright, so what do I... What is a spirit vault? Do I have a spirit vault? That's another item. Those are all cups. Is this a spirit vault? Yeah, okay. Item is a container. Closer inspection reveals its pungent smell. I didn't smell it. I just guessed. I sit and wait quietly and patiently, not certain exactly what I'm looking for. For some time, nothing happens. And then long after my mind has drifted towards a warm fire and a hearty supper, I notice movement in the corner of my eye. Strange thin mist has formed near one of the barrows. It seems to produce a sort of dark light, a contradiction that my eyes have trouble perceiving. The ethereal creature, for surely this is a creature of some kind, ambles toward the vault that I have left out for this purpose and daren't breathe as it slowly nestles itself within the receptacle. And then I'm supposed to take that into the catacombs? Okay. Con. Of the mind of the earth and the moon. What? I tried to find something that makes sense. Something about spirits or souls or whatever. I guess we'll go with that. There we go. And then I'm supposed to bring that into pinkish gemstone. It vibrates gently. It smells like rotten egg. I have nothing to remark. I think I'm supposed to bring that into the catacombs. Okay, we'll put you over here. And then I'm thinking this is supposed to do that. I don't know. I got thinking after I left earlier. Transferring the secret to an ecumenical only adds an extra step. Yes, it's safer than walking around with it in my head, but I would know where to find it. What I really need is a truth conduit, so that I can deceive them into thinking I know nothing at all. Okay. Alright. No, here. Let's see. Oop. Truth conduit. These items are used by tricksters and swindlers to distort and deceive. They do not warrant the designation of dark article that some want to apply to them, but they can be and have been used maliciously. Gentle sound they produce anchors the mind as the spell is woven, combining symbology with deep, more primitive power. So we're looking for the symbol for truth. Let's see. Truth. Fear. Truth. That's a symbol for truth. Okay. So we're looking for something with that symbol on it. Alright. Let's see. Do we have something with that symbol on it? Probably. Yeah, it's like a fish. That's a symbol for strength. I don't know. Deception. Could that be the symbol? There was a little cute guy with that symbol. Yeah, this guy. Okay, there we go. Symbol closer. Alright. Okay. This is a truth conduit. That's not capitalized. There we go. Let's see. Where are you? No, it's back this way. That's what we're looking for. Okay. I think... I don't want this map. I want to try this again. Okay. Why can I not go there? I've never felt more tired or more devoid of life. And apathy has settled in my bones that I do not seem to be able to shift. But while I still have a breath in my lungs, I will not succumb without a fight. By the grace of Grey, I will find a way forward. Okay. Tired and devoid of life. This one. Let's see. Vitality. Is that it? Is that what we're looking for? Orford Spire? I don't think so. She said something about Grey? Grey's Grace. Spell melancholy. Yeah, that sounds like it makes sense. That guy right here? Yep. Okay. Using the index, I can find a sketch of... Yep, we already know what that is. I don't need to identify that. I've had a tip-off about something exciting. Have you come across the so-called nameless gods? Did you know that the tall stones that you sometimes find in high places were once doorways of a kind? And here's the exciting part. An inscription has appeared on the stone that sits atop a weather lamp. This is where you come in. I'm confident that a pit will open the doorway. But they say that if you read the language of the nameless gods, you become cursed, which I can't say I like the sound of. I'm leaning towards the more direct approach, but then again, that could be dangerous too. A pit or a Babelia. Let's see. Wrong thing. Let's look up at a Babelia first. Meaning of the unusual markings on the Babelia are not clear. They resemble a mentic field pattern, but the items themselves do not produce a mentic field. They can be used to aid in translation of foreign text, although they require some skill to make full use of. The ability does not transfer to spoken language. Okay, let's look at a pit. Okay, what does a pit look like? Sound like whatever it... LMNOP. 3 different elements that make up a pit allegedly represent the earth, the sun, and death. The Dranic, the Diurnic, and the Noctic. These energies balance in such a way that the objects do not produce a recognizable atomic field. They can be directed to emit powerful vibrations capable of cracking solid rock. I don't like the idea of it opening whenever he's trying to open, so maybe we just want him to read it? What does a Babelia? A Babelia, this... Let's see. What is it? Yeah, it's got a moon on it. Let's see. Go over here. Let's do the Babelia again. Not clear, they resemble a mentic field, but the items themselves do not produce a mentic field. Okay. Yeah. They do look like a mentic field. Let's see. Does it? Let's go. I wish I could... Yeah, there we go. Here. How do we know if something produces a mentic field? That's a thalmic field. I don't know. Wasn't that what... Our little compass? Yeah, it doesn't. Okay, let's give him this. Okay. Thank you, I hope this works. Yeah, me too. That's a Babelia. Nope. Okay. Has a moon on it. We should just go with that? Sure, let's do that. I think I misspelled that. Okay. Here's a token of my appreciation, something for you to ponder over. Okay, we got something cool and new. And it looks like it's made out of rock as well. So you go here, we can put you here. I'm trying to get into the Hall of Shields. There we go. This doesn't seem right. There's nothing here. I think we're supposed to bring that. What is happening? Why am I not able to get in there? Okay, I guess we're not going. Did I miss an opportunity to go there? Okay. Well, I hope that doesn't end poorly for everyone. With dreams of earning his fortune long banished from his mind, the man brought the casket to a trusted friend, the curator of a museum in Undermere. Together they looked for answers. Oh dear. It's a sword. I am buried with the Knight of Thorns. Okay. Well, we're going to the catacombs, obviously. Is that who you are? Or is that who you are? Are there clues here? I think this one? I breathe deeply from the spirit vault and it clears my mind. I don't care to linger too long here, but I forge on until I reach the unmistakable hollow shields. A stone sarcophagus sits on a raised portion of rock in the center of the cavern. I hold the torch closer to better see the inscription on the side of the tomb. It reads, "The sun's light will reveal my gift." Oh, that's where we're supposed to go. Mystified, I cast my eyes up to the walls. Yeah, sunbond. I thought we needed it to, like, light our way through that cave, because the breather uses light. Mystified, I cast my eyes up to the walls of the cavern and search the shields for some other clue, but nothing stands out. That's because we need this. Sunbond vanishes the darkness. In an instant, half blinding my gloom-adjusted eyes, I'm bringing summer's warmth to the cold cavern. Blinking and squinting, I notice that one of the shields in particular is glowing in the bright light. I reach up and pull the shield down to reveal a small cavity hewn into the rock behind it. Inside, a blood-red urn. Oh, that's creepy. Let's move this gentleman over here. I think you guys need to go there. Thomas Pope. I've noticed that some people claim not to fear death. They say that dying scares them, but not death itself. Not me. Not the great Thomas Pope. Give me pain, give me fear. If I can feel them, I know I'm alive. Going back to nothingness, that's what I fear. I'm going to do my best to live forever, starting today with a loam. Okay. Let's put this away. Buried with the... I didn't... Okay, I didn't get to the Knight of Thorns. Okay. I didn't... What? Where's the Knight of Thorns? Where's the Knight of Thorns buried? Okay. Over here. That's the Hall of Shields. Is that the Knight of Thorns? This doesn't seem right. There's nothing here. Ugh, crap. I'll look later. What is a loam? Sometimes called a hand of Jupiter or a fire palm, a loam is an item with enticing power. They can reverse the signs of aging, but anyone who has played that game knows that it can only last so long before time catches up, and when it does, it often hits hard. Jupiter. I forgot which icon that was. Let's see. Let's see. Where are we at? Jupiter, Jupiter. Right there, that weird symbol. I'm looking for a hand with that weird symbol on it. Is that it? Let's look. Chills my blood to hold it. Stone. Cold. I have nothing to remark. There's hand-shaped. What did the entry say? Something about it. Okay. Fire palm. It chills. Okay. Hmm. That. Nothing to remark. Nothing to remark. My heart and cooled. Alright. Bronze? I don't know. That doesn't sound right, does it? Hand of Jupiter. We're not exactly... We don't have a lot of hand-shaped crap in here. What was the metal? Tin? Tin is the metal? Is this tin? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I remember that was tin. There we go. The item features a hand. It's made of tin, the planetary metal associated with Jupiter. It also features a triangle, the symbol for fire. I didn't even think of that. I was just thinking about what it was made of. Okay. So that will make it red. Shape. I like that. That's a loam. Okay, icon. Obviously the Jupiter icon. Which is somewhere this way. There we go. That's the icon for Jupiter. Okay. I still want to find that thing with the... Alright, books go there. We want to find this. Nope. There's a sword here. Is a sword a clue? That looks like a plant. That guy also has a sword. Let's try him. There we go. The tomb of the Knight of Thorns resides alongside an ossuary filled with the unknown dead from the Battle of Souther Fell. It is an unpleasant place that I do not plan to linger in. Happily, I am able to find the item I came for without any difficulty and quickly leave, and don't look back until I am out in the bright of day once more. There we go. Okay. It's got a couple of different symbols on him. Let's put him over here. Pet our kitty. Agnes Dent. There has been an unexpected death in the family. It has hit all of us quite hard, but particularly my husband. I would like to gift him a heart chamber. Heart chamber. Did we already identify one of those? Let's put you over here. I'm pretty sure we did, but let's find out. Heart. No, we didn't. There's a vast skull in the catacombs said to be that of the beast Lycanthra. Holgar's followers believe that when he slew it, he trapped its soul along with its power in an item known as a wraith. The heart's chambers are based on this mythical object, but they have morphed over time into a way to keep those of us dear to us close to heart after death. Okay. Let's see. There's a skull there. No, that's not a skull. Excuse me. It's a coffin. I mean, there's a coffin thing up here. Let's see. Wood, bronze, white paint. Nothing to remark. Textured. Well, the guy had a coffin on his belt. Let's see if that's what he wanted. Okay. This item appears in the sketch of Holgar. It bears a sigil that resembles a whole grim. Okay. Alright. Heart chamber. Okay. Sure. There's that moon symbol. This one looks like a moon that's crying. This one right there. There we go. Edmund Bishop. Did you ever work out what that Bishop Square thing was? Suddenly remember this note that I found some time ago, and it occurred to me, excuse me, that it might be related. My butt's getting tired. I almost threw it away, but it intrigued me, so I held on to it. I haven't a clue what it means. Okay. Let's look. Blessings in spring, rising in autumn. You go over here. There's a clue on the map. There. Thaddeus White. Something isn't right at the museum. I'm worried it's all my fault. I'd hoped my brother would be back by now. I've had an idea, though. I'm no thaumaturge, but I think I can weaken it using a witherance. Oh dear me, this had better work. Yeah, I mean, you shouldn't have taken that thing. Let's look it up. Nope. Here. Witherance. Witherance is the inverse of a fortinance. It is sometimes put to more malicious use. It can be crafted from stone like the fortinance, but wood is more commonly used. Okay, we gotta look up the fortinance first. The fortinance can enhance... Okay. What is a fortinance? I forgot. It's over here, right? That guy. A witherance. Okay, let's look at the symbology. We've got strength. Is there a symbol for weakness? There is. That symbol. Okay, we're looking for that symbol. This guy has that symbol. Fortinance used for switches weakness. This item bears is made of wood. Okay. Witherance. Okay. Icon for weakness. Okay. Jacob Priestley. My mind is severed. Need Mether. Okay. Broken path. Do we have broken mind? Insanity? Mether. Abrasive, restful, sullen mether. Okay, this type of mether is used to purge unwanted memories. Nope. Let's try again. Restful mether. Huh. I already have thought. What's the last mether? Solemn mether. 6 point. Okay. Of the three types of mether, the solemn variety is considered the most powerful. It permits the drinker to forge pathways in the mind to recall. This is noticeably than in other two types. Solemn mether. So it's one of these. That's a restful. We need a solemn mether. Okay. I don't know. Let's see. No. Gold paint. No, this. I have nothing to remark. Sharp aroma. Hard and somewhat rough. Oak. Okay. Sharp aroma. Wood. I don't know which of these is the right one. Is there a way of telling? Okay. This one? Okay. I don't... Is that the device I need to use, or... Let's see. Is it this one? Here, you go up there. I don't know. Alright. It's gotta be one of these two. That does seem stronger. Let's look. If there's... That... Yeah, that looks sort of weak. That looks really bright and strong. I'm gonna guess this one, because I really don't have any other way of determining. Okay, use the index. I can. It produces a strong thalamic field, stronger thalamic field than the other methers in my collection. Yep, there we go. Okay, so that's the solemn mether. Okay. I'll use green because it's got a leaf on it of the mind. Let's find... Okay. That one, the Mentic. Okay. Pretty sure? Yeah. Okay. You go there. And you're obviously the other mether, but, like, we don't get extra points for identifying before it requires us to, so... Francesca Robertson. I discovered something via the thalamic needle. The woman who tried to swim across the lake was compelled to do so by some invisible force. She was looking for something, and whatever it was, it's right here in Undermere. That's not all. I've decided to experiment with the Umbra. When I was under a spell, I heard whispers. Something was calling to me, and it left me feeling terribly afraid. This must be what's keeping my patients in their trance-like state. I've never used a Gaudian siren before, but it occurred to me that I might be able to use it to drown out the whispers. Okay. Well, you can go up here. Let's see. Gaudian siren? Here we go. Although these are similar in form to thalamic needles, Gaudian sirens serve a very different purpose. They create a strong compulsion like a siren's call that can be used to divert attention. Gaudian objects at the Museum of History in Undermere. Okay. Gaudian siren. Is this it? Let's see, what does it say? Nothing to remark. Crumbly. Yellow sandstone. Yeah, it didn't say anything about yellow sandstone. Let's try this one. No. A feeling of disquiet lances through my body. It's rough and pitted. Could that be it? Let's try this one. There's nothing to embark. Nope. Hard and cool. Okay, doesn't really say anything. What about this guy? Nothing to remark. Pitted. Iron. Pitted. Not terribly descriptive, is it? So it's like, what is it? Like a, let me read that again. Similar in form to thermic needles. Okay. So that's a thermic needle. It's shaped like that. Is it this? That's shaped like that. Let's check it out first. Takes great effort to tear my eyes away. Yeah, I think that's what we're looking for. She wants something to distract her. Draw her attention. That would certainly do the trick. Okay, it appears in the sketch in the cabinet. It is an obelisk shaped like the thermic needle, and closer inspection reveals its attention-demanding power. Okay. So, let's see. Gaudian Siren. Gaudian Siren. Okay. I like that green better. What icon should we be using on this? Alright. Confusion, calm, foresight, protection, paralysis, hypnosis, deception. I don't really... Okay, we'll just skip that. If not everything needs a symbol, I guess. Whatever. We'll put this guy back. He's not what we were looking for. We'll end the day. The curator learned that the Nalian casket is a dark article, a class reserved for the most cursed and the most dangerous of objects. He locked it away deep within the museum's archives, along with other such artifacts that are best kept from public eyes. Okay. Oop. There we go. Looks like an axe? Maybe. Yep, it looks like an axe. Cool. I am under the barn where the axe meets the tree. Okay, so I think I'm gonna finish up this day and then we'll end the episode. But I am under the barn where the axe meets the tree. So let's see. Woodcutter Lane, Pine Road. I don't... Which under the barn where the axe meets... Right here? The natural monument looms over the town like a relic, its weathered surface heavy with the weight. I take a moment to ponder its secrets and carry on, so that's not it. Okay, let's try again. Here? No, that's not what I wanted to do, you goofball. Here? Okay. To the side of the house is a dilapidated barn. The stench of manure is overpowering. There is no sign of an owner, so I search carefully, not sure exactly what I'm looking for. Suddenly, I spy a flash of blue. A bottle. This is it. Oh, that's pretty. Okay. You can go... not on there. You can go back. There. Yeah, that's a good place for you. We'll just... yeah. Okay, let's do this, because it startles him if we don't do that first. Here's Simone Green. Good morning. Yes, and you too, Jupiter. I'm getting more concerned about my mother. Hearing about that poor lady who drowned frightened me. But she'll turn up. She always does. I've had another breakthrough. This time I'm certain it's a clue that leads to another hidden part of strange antiquities. Okay, cool. Let's read it. From the individual, a stone for dark purposes. From the celestial, a stone of the earth. From thy journal, a stone of death. Okay, a stone for dark purposes. Let's see. Stone of containment. Okay, yeah. Let's see. Stone for dark purposes. So bloodstone. Dark green or black with flicks of red. Let's see. Green or black with flecks of red. Okay, so that works. We'll put you here. No, I said here. No, I said here on the counter. Why are you such a pain? It's fine. You can go over here. From the celestial, a stone of the earth. Stone of earth and of nature. So something made of jade? Dark green gemstone. Polished. Nothing to remark. Is that it? Green gemstone. Is this jade? From thy journal, a stone of death. That's not jade. That's... okay. So we need a lighter green, something lighter green. Green gemstone. Maybe that's it. We'll put you right there. Stone of death. No. Onyx. Stone of so dark blue green. Where is that? You go up here. Are you it? That. Yeah. It worked! Okay, so if it works the same way, we'll flip it over. Alright. Okay, and then I think we push the button again. That means we need this one, and this one. Then we push the button. Oh. Okay. And we found something. Let's put you over here. Yeah, everyone went back to where they belong. You go there. Let's put you there. And you. And you can go over here because you're green. Alright, let's see. Jacob Priestley. Thank you for the mether. I have seen into the yawning deep. I have seen beauty beyond the comprehending mind. The price is steep, but I pay it gladly. My shadow anchor is broken. Must replace. Got it. Okay, so we need a shadow anchor, huh? First, let's put this away in here, because we're done with it. And we'll find a shadow anchor. Shadow anchor. Shadow anchor is sometimes used in the practice of shadow casting and the art of projecting one's presence outside of the body. Without an anchor, minds have been known to become lost. Shadow anchor designs can vary greatly. Some prefer pendants, whereas others prefer to clutch a totem in their hand. Some make use of symbology, where others use gemstones. They will always produce a field from the individual branch, however. Individual branch? What does that mean? Selenic, Mentic. Nope. Diurnos, individual, Mentic, or Wexic. Okay. Mentic field? Okay, let's see. You can go over here. We'll recreate the symbol. This guy needs to go up here. Like that? No, you need to go up here. And you need to go down here. There we go. So now we need something that looks like that. Okay, let's see. Shadow anchors. Okay. Mentic or Wixic. Let's see, a totem. We'll go with totems first. This guy? There's another totem. I don't know if that's the guy. We'll try this guy too. Okay, so there's our totems. No. Yeah. That matches. What about this guy? He also matches. Okay, well let's try this guy first. Alright. Chiron Knight. Gemstones point to the fact that this item anchors the mind. It produces a mentic field. Okay. Alright, so this is a shadow anchor. Okay. Blue to match the gemstones. Okay. That one. Okay. Let's put these guys back. You go up here. You go here. Audrey Bell, this chick again. You have shown yourself to be a useful ally in these worrisome times. Keep one eye on the lake in the coming days. When blackened eyes seek the casket and waters turn to midnight, perform the sacrament and have faith in Holgar. Okay. What's this? Sacrament is a baptism ceremony in which one's life is pledged to the warrior god Holgar. It is performed by a blood priest within a stone circle. In spring, a charm of green growth. In summer, a pendant of the yellow sun. In autumn, an instrument of the red night. In winter, a totem of blue fire. Okay. Probably don't like where that's going. Thank you. Mail. I'm afraid this letter was sorted incorrectly and has ended up doing a round trip to Kendall and back. Better late than never. Okay. I have spent a long time looking for an object that is believed to have been lost somewhere in the catacombs. The adventurer and thaumaturge Marwyn left a trail to her hidden stash, or so the story goes. I followed it as far as the ossuary of the damned, a chilling bone-filled alcove carved into a natural chamber in the upper levels, but it seems her markings have been worn away by time after that. I pass on the story to you in the hope that you can succeed where I have failed. Your friend Barton. Okay. You can go there too. Okay. He seems to have trouble talking. Let's see. Speaking. QRS. Talking? Wisdom. Some sort of curse. Let's see. Breath of Lyra. While those affected appear to be able to breathe normally, they feel as though they are choking. Burning blood. Subject has a sensation of burning from within. No, I don't think it's Braxis. Scarring has no cure. Is that it? Morgan's insanity, a poison of the mind. Noctic sight. Those suffering from this curse speak of increasingly vivid nightmares. Okay. Torment's paralysis, it affects the mouth and tongue so that... Okay. Torment's paralysis. Okay, so we got that. Let's see. Torment's Bane. This can be rolled along the tongue to cure Torment's paralysis, or worn around the neck to protect against the curse. Like most items, the word that they emit a diurnal field pattern. Okay, something that can be rolled. Do I have something that fits that description? I don't know. Torment's Bane. I don't... Where would I find that? I don't know. I have so much crap here now. Oh, rolled along the tongue. Where do I find something like that? Okay, I gotta find Torment's Bane. Except I haven't. Let's see, you go there. So we've got... No. Let's see. No, that's not where I wanted to go. Mars rising in summer. Okay. I don't know how to... Find Tormund's Bane. Rising in... Blessings in spring, rising in autumn. What's a symbol for autumn? Autumn is shaped like a... So spring, we gotta put... Okay, let's see. I don't... Where do I put this? I don't see the symbols for the seasons here. No. Like that. I don't know what to do right now. Honestly, I'm stuck. I don't know what to do. I need that Tormund's Bane, but I don't think I have it because it says it's rolls on the tongue. I don't have anything that fits that description. I don't think this goes with that. Can I get a hint? This? Sacrament is a baptism. Yeah. I don't think that's... I spent a lot... Okay. I don't know. Okay, let's try Catacombs. Ossuary of the Dead. Ossuary of the Damned, a chilling bone-filled alcove carved into a natural chamber. Alright, pass. Is that it? Looks like it. Here? No. Here? I'm unable to follow Morwen's trail for a while, but the carved markings are faded. Fortunately, I've always wanted an excuse to use Carrick's candle. Okay. What is Carrick's candle? Okay. These items produce an invisible light that peels back the years, allowing the glimpse of the past. The effect is often... They are marked by a depiction of a candle upon their surface. Something that has a picture of a candle on it. Is this what we need? Yeah. Symbol for flames is rendered above the symbol for wax. Okay. Stalagmites retreat under the light of the candles as I hold it aloft and search the shifting walls for any sign of Marwin's trail. Suddenly I see an M etched into the rock as clear as it had been carved yesterday. Follow the trail in excited hurry, tripping and stumbling until I come to an end, rolling the rock to one side. Okay. That's not what I was looking for. Okay, so let's try the Bishop Square thing again. You go here. That's a map of Undermere. Okay. It said blessings in spring? Is there a symbol for blessings? Let's look. Yeah, there is. Okay. So, what? We put that symbol in spring? That's a symbol for spring. Then we click here. No, stop it. Here? Symbol on the map leads me up the windings. The pendant has been carefully hidden, but knowing where to look means that it does not take me long, and I am soon on my way back to the shop with a new trinket to add to our growing collection. There it is. That looks like you can roll it on your tongue. Okay. Here, let's give this to him, because I feel like that's probably the correct thing. Yeah, you gotta... This item can be worn about the neck. It has a moving part that can roll across the tongue. It produces a diurnal field. Yep, I figured I'd just... There you go. Thank you. I don't even know how I managed to get down from Weatherlam. Everything went dark after reading the inscription on the tall stone, but somehow I knew if I made it to strange antiquities, I would be okay. Through the darkness, I received a message from the Nameless Ones. They seek an item called the Nalian Casket. If we give it to them, they promise to free those it has infected. I don't think we have a choice. At least we can be certain of one thing. If they have the casket, they will not allow it to be opened. All they desire, all they value, is power, and opening the casket would release all of its contained power. Okay. So this is Squirman's Bane. Okay, that's not how that word is spelled. Got it. Color. Sure. Shape. We'll go with that. Icon. We'll put the icon for blessings on it. Nope. What is that? Speech? Is there a symbol that makes sense for that? Let's see. Nope. Paralysis, poison, wisdom, weakness, fortune, deception, protection. I'm gonna put a pin in that for right now. Let's talk to our next guest. Nope, that's not what I wanted. You know what, you can go right here. There. Oh shit. Time has come to decide, Thaumaturge. Casket wants to be opened. Casket will be opened. Nothing can stop it now, and yet there is still a part of this mind that will not be quieted. Help me calm this clamoring rage inside my head. This is your chance to elevate yourself above the scurrying ants that absently crawl through their meaningless lives. Oh shit. Okay. Okay, let's see. This is not great. She wants either an abrasive Mether or a Zephyrim. Okay, let's see what we got here. Abrasive Mether, that's the last cup that we haven't identified yet. Okay, abrasive Mether. This type of mether is used to purge unwanted memories. As with any procedure that can alter the mind, it should be used sparingly. Methers are typically used in... Cool. So what's the other one? Ephraim? Yeah, let's see. What does that do? Saffron. The resonant object gives off a faint odor that will... This scent, when these vapors are, can unlock deep wells of anger and channel them into a powerful... This is the power of the west wind. So... Hey... Which one is the better option? Does the Zephyrum... do something? Do we want... Let's read our dialogue again. Alright. Okay, so the rage is the real Verona trying to get out, and we want to give her the Zephyrum so that she can do that. Okay, so what is this? Faint odor, scent of the storm and ozone. Okay. We know that's the mether. I don't know. That gives off the smell worse than it does. Nothing to remark. That's probably not it. Nothing to remark. Those are all it. That doesn't seem like it is. Nothing to remark. We already know what that is. That. Nothing to remark. This scent of... Yeah, that's what we want. Because we want Verona back. Okay. Yeah, I just smelled it. Thanks, cool. Have fun getting your ass kicked by Verona. Let's identify it. Zephyrum. Okay. Blue. Icon. There's got to be some sort of storm icon. See, now I don't want to end the episode because I want to know what happens. Let's put this back and we'll do this. Protection. Fire, light, water. Quicksilver, lead. Nope. Thunder, storm. That symbol right there. The one that looks sort of weird. Like a gate, sort of that. Okay. We did that. We'll put that away. Do we have any other clues that we need to worry about? No, we did this. What about that's just a piece of information. That seems like a piece of information too. I don't think we have any more clues to do. Okay, let's see. I don't think that's okay. Let's see. I guess we'll end the day. But the problem with the storing powerful dark artifacts is that slowly, inevitably, the darkness seeps out. Okay. Okay, well, I think we're going to go ahead and end the episode right here. I want to thank everyone for watching and ask you if you could just go ahead and like and subscribe. That would be a big help. And thank you all for watching, and have a good one. Good night.